Hi everyone and welcome to Natural Selection, the road racing championship this week in Spring Series 4, Forza Horizon 5. That's an interesting choice of name. I don't know if I'm meant to not just overtake these cars but also destroy them and then eat them alive. I don't know. Hopefully not. Anyways, we're playing Team Germany again, which means we're driving the same Porsche we used in the trial, tuned for us by PTG Predator. And I think all three races in this championship, if I noticed right, are circuit races, which means we are in for a little bit of a longer ride, the 3 laps of circuits, even when the circuits themselves are short, like this Horizon Mexico track. The overall length is usually more than any sprint, so we'll have to bear with a few laps. Now overtaking for first, not as clean as I would like to, but that wasn't really my fault. I mean, I left him enough space, but he's a stupid AI. Had to try to jump back on the racing line while I was still there, so that contact in the back was all he's doing. Right, now we have 2 more laps of clear space ahead of us. This is a really nice track. It's reasonably fast, reasonably technical. It's not obvious in some of the places. But it's really nice. I like it, and the fact that we managed to pass everyone before the first lap was out. My usual benchmark is middle of the second lap, really. Lost a bit of the rear there, but yeah. So yeah, beating them before the first lap is over is an indication that that's going to be another easy championship. So far everything I drove this week was really easy. No real challenge. Yeah, I'll see if now there's nothing I can think of that would change it, because there's only playground games, which I'll probably film this time. There was a comment on one of my videos earlier, why don't I do some playground games, so I might do one run this week. Otherwise there's nothing really left to do. A bit of eliminator later in the week. The treasure hunt was done. I hit a little bit of a bug on the treasure hunt, but still managed to get my chest and points. So yeah, I'll complete this series in no time, collecting all the cars that are prizes. Here we are approaching the end of lap 3, very comfortable advantage over AI, and on the finish line, that's a nice shot for the Porsche. 3 minutes 10 seconds. Okay, 3 laps, so 103 for a lap on average. Not great really, but yeah, whatever. Arc of MULEGE circuit. Okay, this might be a little bit interesting. There's a section in the town and the beginning has a couple of slow corners which and tight corners, which means AIs create a little bit of a traffic jam in them. So I'm taking a little bit of a creative line through the sand here to bypass majority of them, but with Forza rules, with Horizon rules, where you only need to do the checkpoints, that is still considered clean racing. The actual track limits are not enforced at all, which will probably change once the new motorsport game comes out, but for now there's still at least a good couple of months before that happens. The release date is not even announced. Okay, again we overtook everyone way before the first lap is over, so 2 more laps to complete. this track, and then there'll be just one more race. Well, okay, bottled this corner, missed the braking point, and nearly ended up in the wall. Yeah, you see what I mean. This track doesn't really let you relax much, but it's very nice flowing. Ooh, yeah. The only thing I hate are these electricity poles or lighting poles, whatever they are, because the trajectory that I want to take is actually blocked by them, and they're pretty heavy, so when you smash them you lose quite a bit of time. It irritates me in rivals because they are on the line I want to take, but it's actually slower than it should be. Okay, last lap. I can't do this corner properly, but well, okay, that's something to practice for later, absolutely separately. Off we go here. Now this is the one, yeah, just passed, that I would like to get removed. There are no AIs anywhere that I can see. They are they are quite a lot behind, even more than usual. Yeah. All right, we are approaching the finish of Arc of MULEGE, with a little bit of drift. The first place in just under 3 minutes, and off we go to the race number 3. Oh, Plaza Circuit. This one is actually okay. I thought MULEGE is tight, but this one is proper tight, and there's a lot of these houses that if you hit them you have a chance to catch a corner, and that will stop you in the place right away. So I'll try to exercise caution, avoid just as I said, avoid a lot of contact. I sideswiped the guy, so yeah, that plan didn't survive long. The other thing to look out on this track is these curbs, the sidewalks, because they are not just cosmetic, they are actual geometry, which means your wheels get lifted off, and when you leave that sidewalk, they're actually in the air. So if that happens while you're accelerating or braking, you actually lose traction for some time, and that can botch your braking line or acceleration. So look out for them. The usual rule of using the whole width of the track may not particularly apply here, because losing contact with the road is not really faster. Oh my gosh, this is bad. Okay, I managed to somehow avoid the wall, but there was a really bad corner, and nonetheless first place well before the first lap is over. So yeah, very easy, relaxed drive, some walls that nobody's seen, and these slow corners. Yeah, you still catch the curb a bit, but just make sure you don't do this well in advance on the actual when your braking is required, like here for example. Okay, the AI manages to somehow sit behind me for now, but that's not gonna be long. We are middle of the second lap, so it's just building the gap from here on. Yeah, in the races like this, I wish they allowed us to bump up the difficulty on the seasonal championships. The views are really nice, but it's not super exciting to drive alone with no fight from AI at all. Okay, at least this corner I made right this time. A little bit more braking, but as a result you get a tighter line and better acceleration out, better trajectory. Because the first time I just flew somewhere sideways, which wasn't nice. Overall, I'm not particularly happy with my driving today. It's sloppy in the places where I shouldn't be sloppy, really, but it gets the job done still, so I guess that's alright. On the way to the finish of the last corner, just need to complete this in-town section. Yeah, this corner is always a place for a big pile up in all multiplayer racing. It's always somebody, at least somebody, smashing into the wall, but quite often there's a whole bunch of the cars. Always quite hilarious. Unless you are a part of the pile up, I guess that stops being hilarious if somebody smashes you into the wall. Right, we are approaching the finish of the last lap of this championship. This last final straight, a descent to the finish, and here we are. Oh, the jumping animation on the finish. First place, 4 minutes. And yeah, thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.